My lord, Mr. Kano testified that on the day he raped my client, her skirt was too short and her breasts were on display. So she must be a prostitute. While my client is a practicing medical doctor, even prostitutes have a right to choose. And in this scenario, two people had a choice. One person chose and the other was forced, and that is not consent. She said no. She said, I don't want to. She said, please stop. She screamed, she ran, she pushed, and she scratched. But he pushed harder and he pushed faster till she could not fight anymore. So she laid there, feeling everything leave her with every thrust. At the same time, feeling nothing. Numb. When he was done, he pat himself on the back for a job well done. Do you have children, my lord? I have two beautiful girls. And if this man walks free today, your daughter, my daughters, our daughters are not safe. Because his kind, they are everywhere. And a victory for one is a victory for all. So I plead with this honorable court to let justice prevail, not just for Mrs. Nkechi, but for your daughters and every woman living in fear, because these men cannot keep it in their pants. Put this rapist where he belongs, in jail. That will be all, my lord.
My lord, Mr. Kanu here testifies that on the day he raped my client, that her skirt was too short and her boobs were on display. So she must be a prostitute. Well, my client here is a practicing medical doctor. I believe that even prostitutes have the right to choose. The scenario here today shows two people and both of them had right to choose. One person chose and the other was forced on. That's not consent, my lord. She pushed. She said, I don't want to. She said, please stop. She said, no. She scratched, she ran, she screamed. What did he do? He pushed harder and faster till she could no longer fight back. And so she laid there, felt everything leave her, and at the same time she felt nothing. Numb. And when he was done, he gave himself a pat on the back for a job well done. Do you have daughters, my lord? Because I have two beautiful girls, and I'm afraid that if this man walks free today, that your daughter, my daughters, our daughters are not free. Because men like this are everywhere. And I believe that victory for one is victory for all. So I plead with this honorable court to help justice prevail. Not just for Mrs. Nkechi here, no, but for every woman, for your daughter and my daughters who constantly live in fear because of men like this who cannot put it in their pants. My lord, put this rapist where he belongs, in jail. That'll be all, my lord.
If you've come here to watch a monologue with shout and scream, I would advise you go somewhere safe. Of a monologue that sounds like an impression, my name is Riyo David, and it's my acting duty to bring to you a story about nothing. Casting directors in the house are advised to go somewhere safe for monologues more pleasant and interesting.
So I was taking a walk the other day, and I saw a woman, a fine woman. She was pacing up and down the sidewalks. She seemed a bit frustrated, as if she had dropped something and having a hard time finding it. So, having watched her struggle for a while, I decided to go lend a helping hand. I said, "Hello, ma'am. Can I be of any assistance? It seems to me that you have dropped something I'd like to help you find it. And she replied,
Oh, yes, yes, yes. You have lost something. You have lost your life.
then she shot me.
I've told you that wouldn't cut it. That wouldn't cut it for a performance. Didn't you hear what the coach said? You have to give something. Give something of yourself. You have to work this thing in because you're making a performance. If you can't make a performance that's believable, how the hell are you going to? You can't do it with all that uptightness. I've tried. I don't know how to lose myself. I don't know how to breathe. I just look, it's an emotional piece. She shot the guy. She shot the child. There's nothing I would do if I was a child. I probably would be crying. My God. Hey, get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself, okay? Just get a hold of yourself. You can do this, alright? You can do this. It's very easy. Now take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now go again. Go again.
If you have come for a monologue with shouts and screams, I'll advise you go somewhere safe. For a monologue that is more like an impression. My name is Julius, and it's my acting duty to bring you a story about nothing. Acting directors in the house, I advise you go somewhere safe. For a monologue a bit more pleasing. So, I was taking a walk the other day, and I saw a woman, a blind woman. She was pacing up and down the sidewalk. She looked frustrated, like she had dropped something and couldn't find it. Having watched the struggle for a while, I decided to lend a helping hand, I said to her, "Ma'am, can I be of assistance? You seem to have dropped something. Can I help you find it?" She said, "Oh, yes. You have lost something. You have lost your life." And she shot me. I have told you, you have to give something. You have to make it a performance. Didn't you hear what the coach said? You have to make it believable. If you cannot make it believable, how the hell do you want to do it? This won't cut it for a performance. I'm sorry. I'm trying. But it's an emotional story. She shot him, she shot the guy, she shot the child, and if I was in his shoes, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I'll probably be crying. I don't know. It's okay. You can do it. Just breathe in, breathe out. Now go again.